Welcome back to Mic Check Mania. I'm Justin Stuckey alongside my guy Xavier Soler, and we're back. Yeet. It's been a great weekend, great week, and it's now time for us to give you the Mic Check Mania WrestleMania 41 recap. Our thoughts on what went down in Las Vegas. Xavier, how we feeling, man?
We feeling good, Oos. Jey Uso took that World Heavyweight Championship belt from Gunther. We feeling good. I felt like he got his mojo back.
Got his
You know
lick
what I'm
back.
saying, Oos?
Yeah.
Hey,
Do I need to
one
put on?
word, four letters. Yeet. You know what I'm saying? So no, I felt good about that match for sure. The belt is in the right hands. Man, Gunther had that belt for
Long
a
time.
minute. So it's cool to see the fans, man. That intro was as lit as I thought it was going to be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it was cool. I love the flags they ran out. It was like this hype. It was very sports entertainment, sports environment hype. So like hype show, hype team. So it was
They had
cool. I
the
like
Raiders
that.
cheerleaders out there.
Yeah, it was
They
lit.
incorporate that well.
Yes, most definitely. So you felt good about it?
Yeah, I was glad to see Jay get the dub, which was as expected, but I didn't
Mhm.
expect the finish, like him making him tap out. But I guess that's why he was getting choked out every week. And
Look,
we didn't.
Jay, I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry because you was still on some stuff,
You got to
but
say you're sorry to him.
no, I won't do it. I won't do it. I will not do it because it was still turnaround, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you got the last get because he
Hmm.
got and you went in and you handled your business. But you was on some emotional stuff for some weeks, my man. So I'm glad the belt. I'm glad we got our mojo back, and it's Uso time now, baby. So
I'm
let's
not
get it.
scared of you no more, Gunther.
I ain't afraid of you no more, man. I talked to my mama, and she said not to be afraid of you no more. And I was just like, come on, bro, you're doing too much.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that was crazy. But he back though. He got his
oh
swagger
man, he
back.
is.
He
Yes, yes.
got the belt. I loved how they replaced the side panels on the belt super
Hard.
quickly. Those are
Yeah,
hard. Got the
those are.
blue. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of
No,
Jay,
it's clean. They know what they're doing now. So
speaking of Jay, for those who don't know, I was in Vegas and I went to the superstore and I came across some Yeet Flakes.
yeet.
These are Xavier's, which will be
Yeah.
given to him at a later date, but
Yes,
they're
yes, yes.
here.
Don't eat my flakes. Don't eat my yeets.
I'm not eating
Uh,
them. These are the Wheaties of WWE.
yes, yes, absolutely. So we're excited. We're excited for those. So, but moving on to WWE Tag Team Champion, the New Day, Kofi Kingston,
Sucks.
Xavier Woods versus the War Raiders. What do we think, Goose?
Um, they ran up out of there. They got them belts. I did think we were going to see Big E, but we didn't.
Low key, I did too.
I thought we were going to see Big E, but man, this bows the question: where does the New Day rank about greatest tag team of all time? 12-time champs.
12 times. Crazy.
And Xavier Woods made a great point. He said, "We're looking at John Cena as being the GOAT if he gets to 17, right? Because he's going to be the most championships ever, beat Ric Flair's record." He was like, "Who got the most tag teams ever?" And it's like the New Day. So that bows the question, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where does the New Day rank as far as the greatest tag team of all time?
Yeah.
Because they putting on that's something serious.
They got a lot, and I think when it comes to that, it's a matter of impact, cultural impact, what you've done for the business type of impact. Um, are people afraid of you?
Mm.
There's so much to that, and no disrespect to New Day because I support my brothers. Period. Um, but you've had some icon. I mean, talk about
Yeah, I'm
one
about to
of
say the
those
iconic.
spots. Are we saying iconic like the Brothers of Destruction, the Hardy Boys, Edge and
Yeah.
Christian, the Dudley Boys? Like when you hear that, I mean, it's hard for me to when I say New Day, Big E in there, you know. So it's hard to not. I
You
mean,
know me. I got the draft playing in the background, and it just made me think of this. there's always those iconic moments that we remember. And it makes you bold to question, like, is a tag team division as strong as what it used to be? That's a very valid point. But I'm watching this football draft analysis right now. Let's think about the kick six for an example. Chris Davis, that's the greatest play in all of college football. Not knocking Chris Davis at all, but when you go about the greatest defensive backs, he's not on the list. Greatest kicker punt return, he's not on the list. But that moment's gonna live forever. And you talk about like the Hardy boys. I think about when Jeff Hardy was swinging off of that at the top of his championship Money Bank, whatever it was, and he got speared. Like, man, that's an iconic moment. You know what I'm saying? And so it's hard to argue with numbers when it comes to New Day, because 12 is 12.
They got him. There's no, it's not 11 and a half. It's 12. You know, it's.
But Impact may be a different story. So we're going to let the people decide. You let us know your thoughts in the comments. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. But man, that may be a different topic for a different day, because man, they are putting on. But I did think Big E was going to pop out.
Yeah, I thought that would. I was just to the New Day. Man, he adds someone to the new day. It's like the Temptations. David Ruffin and Eddie going this way, and Otis and Melvin going this way, and like now there's two Temptations touring at the same time. So you could have the dark New Day and you could have the light New Day, and talk about that being the feud for next, like, wrestle, bro. That would be pretty cool. But E's would have to find a partner, obviously. But that could be
Carmelo Hayes, hop in there right now.
Yeah, I mean there's moves that could be made. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give a shout out to Big E's girlfriend, because I didn't realize that I met Big E's girlfriend until after the fact. But she was super nice, very appreciative of her time. And hopefully we get Big E on one day. Hopefully she sees my DM. But shout out to her, because she was really nice. There was a lot of Stalkers fans over in the area that night, and I wanted to make sure that she knew I was not one of them.
Yes.
So shout out to her. What's next?
Singles match. Jade Cargill and Naomi.
So, as I mentioned, a
whole lot of yeets.
I was in Vegas
and yams. Anyways,
I was in Vegas. I wish my boy X was with me, but I was not trying to rub it in any type of way. But I'm gonna rub it in right now. Seeing Miss Cargill in person is a different experience. Now let me just paint the picture. Her husband was standing right there, so we're gonna put some respect there. But man, you a lucky joker, Miss. You know how you see pictures of people, if they're muscular or look a certain way on social media, then you see them in person, they don't look like that. Carbon copy.
Oh yeah,
carbon copy.
Yeah, it's real.
Abs are like a brick. Smooth skin.
The real deal.
Real deal. I can't even talk about the match.
Ain't no faking it.
She different.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
I thought the match was good. I heard mixed reviews though. But I thought the match was good. I thought it was explosive. Like, I thought they were doing their thing. I'm like, man, Jade, I need this all the time. Because I sent you the photo of what was first pitched as the rundown for WrestleMania. She was in the championship match. Yeah. So they expect some big things from her. They want some big things from her. Sure. I just think she had to get her feet wet and get her footing in this company and realize this is the big show.
Sure.
She can bring it like that. We may be seeing your girl with that title.
Yeah. Now, I'm glad you talked my girl up. Respect was given, and I appreciate it. Me and Miss Cargill, we appreciate your respect. Naomi, look.
MVP.
Naomi's a beast.
MVP.
Naomi is a beast. She came out with the Fit of Fits. She came out to a new song, which is like just embodies that new aura around her.
I knew I wasn't tripping about the music.
Yeah, that's not her music, but you heard her music in there. They made a rock version of her song.
Yeah, because I was confused. I was like,
sick. Everybody's like, who is it? No, it fits her new just persona, her new
caution tape.
hard, bro. Hard. I'm here for heel Naomi. I'm here for it. And I hope they have a plaque because, I'm into getting the plaques and all that stuff. I hope that is a WrestleMania moment that they put on a plaque on WWE Shop. You heard me, WWE. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I need that on the wall, or I need a photo from that match on the wall somewhere. I'll get it autographed down the road, but I need the photo because that was a match. That was a good match. Do I give it an A+? No, I do not. But it was impactful. It was good. I saw two sisters going at it, which might have been the first time we've seen two. I think that was the first time we've seen two sisters going at it straight up at WrestleMania. So I'm here for it. I loved what they did. Love me some Black Girl Magic.
Sasha Banks going one-on-one with a sister?
Was it Nia? Did Nia maybe? If anybody, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if we're not.
We're gonna fact check.
Yeah. We'll fact check, but let us know in the comments if I'm misspeaking. But I don't think so. But because I almost think that they spoke about it. I think Michael Cole at some point said it as well. So
I think he did.
So yes, I give that 2 thumbs up for sure. So let's go to that United States Championship. Jacob Fatu and LA Knight.
I want to apologize to Mr. Fatu because I have no idea why I picked LA Knight. I don't know why I thought LA Knight was going to win. Like, looking back on it, that's got to be one of my dumbest picks, like dumbest decisions. I'm like, no, Fatu's over though. Like, people, it took me being there to realize how many people like that man. Like, bro, they are huge fans of Fatu. And I'm like, man, why didn't I think this was his moment? I don't know. But I want to apologize. Then he walked up beside me. I'm like, dang, bro, like him being able to move like that at that size is crazy work.
Yeah. I told you you're not supposed to move like that at his size.
No.
But he does it so well. He doesn't care.
He's I mean,
anything you can do, I can do better.
That little wiggle thing he be doing, I'm like, what the word?
Yeah, bro. He got that. You could tell Boogeyman was his dude.
Yeah. He was hyped though, bro.
That was Boogeyman. It's the Boogeyman.
I'm coming to get
you. Oh man.
I love the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
I was excited to see Fatu get that dub though, get that championship.
Yeah. It was hard. That was hard.
You want a Fatu signed belt?
No.
Okay. Nope. We got the hookup now. I can't give our sources away, but we got the hookup now. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant I was gonna have to go to Big. I thought this was a Big Kings or a Pristine auction.
Oh no.
I thought you were about to drop a. I mean, I do want one, but
no additional fees. No additional fees that they don't tell you about.
That's what I thought was about to happen, bro. That's hilarious. So yes, the answer is yes, I do. So, but we'll chat. Moving right along. Singles match. El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix.
I'm sick that Rey Mysterio got hurt. WWE, what you doing?
Yep.
Like, don't overbook the man that's in his 50s the night before WrestleMania. Yeah, I just don't understand.
He got
because it's not a work. He actually hurt. Like,
yeah. No. He's really hurt. And again, of all the people that you would double book in a night, you do that to the young talent. You don't do that. Nah, not the Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer, bro.
And they used him like they did LaDainian Tomlinson. Here, just give him the ball 400 times in a game.
I don't understand that, but
that's not it wasn't okay. That was broke my heart.
I really wasn't even too invested in that match. I'm gonna be honest with you. Chad Gable putting on a little mask, doing a little thing, whatever. Okay, moving on.
Yep,
we could have been in that match. Shucks.
Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton. I'm trying to be what's his name? Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
He's trying to be Wade Barrett.
Wait, yeah. He said, because I just rewatched and we'll get there. Randy Orton versus Joe. And bro, we'll get there. So funny.
Yeah.
So funny. So jealous you got to witness that. But yeah, I just ran that back and he said something in there and I was doing his voice. And I was like, oh, I got him down. I could do him.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, moving on along. TV time versus Queen Charlotte. How'd you feel about that match, man?
I was a little disappointed that it didn't give it to my queen, Charlotte. Dang, I thought Cena was going. I thought it was going to let Ric Flair feel some type of way, feel a little bit better that night.
Sure.
I knew Cena was going to get it. Yeah, soften the blow a little bit. I thought Charlotte was going to get it, bro. But I guess that people are over on TV time, but I don't see that done. I don't see that being done.
You think there's more? Oh, they're going to milk that.
There's more.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. You know how people talk about if they get in a fight? I may lose, but they going to know they was in the fight with me. That's how Tiffany Stratton felt and was, because jumping to that second night, later on that night, we was in that party, and Tiffy time came up, huge whelp on her forehead.
Oh, yeah, no. She dropped a few on her. You could see it. And I was trying to figure out what was going on. Was that blood in her mouth?
It was a makeup, because I thought she chipped her tooth.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. But she, I think she had the eyeliner or whatever got down. And it was like all on her mouth and stuff. It looked like her teeth got knocked out.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it was crazy. It was crazy.
She's swole though, bro. I didn't realize that.
I mean, I saw her in the clip that you put, and I was like, yeah, she's pretty big. She's pretty stocky.
They introduced her as the Buff Barbie.
Buff Barbie's dope.
That's
dope.
I said, are they even saying that in WWE? Because she needs to take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may already be saying that though, because her entrance was the Barbie doll.
Yeah. But I didn't hear. I've never heard Buff either. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. She can go. I was like, she strikes me as someone that was like a daddy's girl, had brothers, like how she walks and holds herself. I go, yeah, I'm not messing with her.
No,
you're not messing with Tiff.
That was a physical match, though.
Yes, very. Yeah, and you knew it was going to be because there was real emotions in it. Legit. Yeah. Super disrespected her. So Charlotte's like, I'm getting some licks in.
I was a little nervous. You know me with the knees. Charlotte had that ACL brace on. She kept going after that knee. I'm like,
she was tearing that knee up, bro.
I said she had to have approved this because I know some of these things don't feel right. And her brace was getting loose. I was like, take some time to put it back on.
Yeah.
So I was feeling a little eerie about that one.
There's some you were triggered, huh?
I was just like, girl, tighten that. And she did too. Like when Tiffy was down, she like got her leg right and adjusted it. I was like, yeah, please.
Absolutely.
What'd you think?
Oh no, I thought it was a high impact match for sure. But I told you I'm more invested in the women's matches than I am the men.
We know Xavier.
And I know, but it's not because they all looking good, looking great.
Yeah.
It's simply because they're putting on a good product right now. There ain't they ain't half-assing nothing. They are bringing the absolute noise right now. And I almost think it's just that competition. I read this thing today that Jacqueline, she said back in the day when she pitched that referee idea, she had that iconic referee outfit on. And she is perfect. What am I trying to say?
Get to the point.
Yeah, get to the part. No, man, she pitched that idea because she said you have to be creative in this industry. And she wanted to work. And she said this is a men's industry. And women have to just come up with ideas. We're like valets, we're managers, we're this and that. So she said, we have to find our work. So you have to come up with your own ideas to keep yourself written in the story. And she said, I just wanted to work. So I came up with that. And I was just like, the women right now are running with what those women like laid. That
The way.
foundation that was laid, they're doing work. So there's no like they're just getting by. They're making a name for themselves because we're gonna get to it in a little bit for day 2 when we talk about it, and I'll just leave it right there. But before I go into that, we're gonna just move on to main event triple threat match: Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. We didn't see that coming, or did we? I
I
didn't.
I did. And I thought I had said it, but I didn't because I pitched the other theory that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of saw that coming. I don't know if I said it. I'd have to go back in the episodes and look. But I had expected that to happen, that he was going to side with Seth Rollins, especially as the way that like it played out when he was like, now you owe me a favor. I was like, okay, yeah, he's going to go with Seth. But I really thought Brock Lesnar was going to come back.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah,
That's what you
that
said
was
for
my
sure.
final theory. And I guess that was just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Because I had seen the fan online go up to him and he was like said he was retired or whatnot, but I was like, oh, that's bluff. So that was my theory of somebody returning because we talked about the over and under on the 5 returns,
Mm-hmm.
and I had thrown Brock in there. I saw it coming, didn't know how exactly it was gonna go. But man, Paul Heyman was playing his role the whole night. That boy was going
I
through
mean,
it.
if there ever was like there are some people that are wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman is wrestling.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman.
Xavier,
Don't
this will be the final day that
don't
you
say
don't
it.
do
Don't say
the pop videos. Being in Vegas definitely made me say, yeah, we're doing something.
it.
Pop videos, trading cards, shoot action figures we get. That's hard.
Paul he I mean he's God, he just knows he knows. He's a well-polished comedian on
Mm-hmm.
stage that can go in and out of his jokes, that can read a crowd, that knows his material inside and out. Like Paul Heyman is a true professional, a true master of his craft, and that's why a lot of people look up to him and go to him for advice. And he's definitely got his hand in the storytelling mix of things as well. So um
That was
yeah,
crazy.
bro. He started doing that. I was like, this. Nah. I was like,
Disney.
nah.
I said, bro, why are you doing
Ding, 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 ding. I was just like,
knocking bro nuts left and right? You tripping.
I'd have been like, Paul, get out of there, dog.
I've been like, hey man, please. I can't even
Right?
sell this.
Yeah. Overall, great. It was a great. You had a couple wow moments.
You know what the
I,
best part of that thing was?
what?
Didn't even have anything to do with the match. The best part of that entire segment was the pre-match video they played for CM Punk with his old theme song.
Mm-hmm. It was a
Man,
lot.
dude, that clip alone is going viral all over the place right now.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. They're definitely showing him love. They're showing him real love. So I thought that was cool. At first I didn't know what was going on. I said, "Did he die?" And I didn't know about it before this match. I didn't know what was going on for real.
that was
Um,
fire, bro.
See, someone even texted me, was like, "Bro, what are they doing?" I said, "I don't know. They're really on this dude right now."
You talking about
So
the video?
yeah, it
Bro, that
was.
video, bro, I'm telling you, bro, that
That was a
video
great
was
video. It was just like nobody else got that. So it was just like,
everybody. Well, I don't know if you and your friend didn't get it, but everybody I've seen got it. And I was talking to somebody who was in there the night before or that day. Um, they were like the whole stadium was singing it. There was like everybody in his best. I saw so many videos of it because I told you. Remember in one of our previous episodes, I was like, I'm tired of seeing this CM Punk. I need the straight edge CM Punk, the one to do this, wraps up his hands and stuff, and that's what we got. You got to see the evolution of CM Punk.
mhm.
Mind you, they took out the big 10-year gap, but they merged that
Yeah, they
well.
trying to make that go away.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, this is the CM Punk we need. And then we're not gonna talk about it now, but you saw at Raw when he came out, he was had them hands. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And forgot to button that up.
Yeah,
Tape was flank. Yeah, I was like, come on. No, but cool. That was yeah, and we'll Raw obviously that this whole setup is about to be. I was like, okay, Braun. I was like, let's go. It's about to be hot.
Rollins trying to be a top 5 heel of all time for sure, because everything he does is heisty,
Yeah. He's
and he's
working
good
towards
at
that.
it.
Yeah, he's living in it now. So, and now he's got his henchmen and everything. So, I
They're
mean,
gonna add one
yeah,
more,
they've got to.
but
But
a lot of people are speculating it's gonna be a female, and I'm curious to see who it would be. Some people threw out Naomi's name.
P nasty. No, I'm just kidding.
Happy birthday, P Nasty.
Oh, is it her birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should have dropped. We should drop something
Yeah,
like
happy
tag her in the
birthday.
comments or something, or a story. That's
Yeah,
hard. Happy birthday, P nasty.
happy birthday, P Nasty.
Um, happy birthday, P nasty on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
P
P Nasty.
nasty.
Okay, you're getting
Naomi, would that
old.
be hard? Like a little click? I mean, try to figure it out. Try to figuring if it visually it looks good, but
Yeah, some.
um, I mean, you got like super white, super tan, and then black. So, because Braun is super tan, but hey, that's a dog.
Yeah.
No
When bro
pun.
came out there with that hoodie on, I was like, this is his role.
Hard, hard.
He's the Batista. This is the New Day Evolution. He's
Yeah,
the
he
Batista.
is. He's different.
They have to
He
find
about to
their
be.
Randy
I
Orton
mean,
though.
he will one day be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Um, but just
They got to
the
find their
legacy
Randy
that he
Orton.
comes from, the cloth that he's been cut from,
Mm-hmm.
he's been doing work. Losing that belt, probably the best thing for him right now.
Yeah.
So, because he's about to get, they're putting him with a legendary thing that's happening in WWE history right now.
Yeah, I dropped
So,
that belt too. I'd be all right.
yeah, because he was over there. It just didn't make sense. All that was going on over there. I was just like, yeah, man, you need to be. You've got so much more juice than what's going on over here. I'm happy he's not in that little mix over there. That's not no disrespect to Finn or Dom or Penta and all them, but like it didn't fit.
Yeah.
It didn't fit. It was a bunch of ghetto cholos over here, and it was even Finn think he black. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over like he don't fit over here. You need to
Ghetto
be up here.
Cholos. Ghetto Cholos is
Ghetto and cholos. Those are my
That's
guys
what's
though.
up.
Hey,
Let's
dirty. Oh yeah,
let's
we'll get
move
there.
on to night 2.
Night 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, there were so many people inside of Allegiant Stadium. 63,000 plus. I witnessed them with my own eyes. They were walking over the bridge. Looked like The Walking Dead with so many people going over that bridge.
Told you.
They was in there. They was
For
in there.
fact.
Shout out. No, really not even a shout out, but to the person who took my John Cena Rock combo action figure that I tried to hide so stealthily inside of that store.
Oh, yeah.
You lucky dog. I don't know
I
where
still think it was a worker that saw you put it there and was like, "Oh no, we got to take this out and put it back."
No, I spotted them. There was nobody around me. It was just fans, bro. Because the only workers that was in that boy was the ones like at the cash register or whatnot. And they were replacing, but they weren't replacing on the side. It was just too many people. It was like, let's just say it was 15 double action figures, right? It was all CM Punk and Randy, right?
And you didn't grab it for what reason?
I grabbed it and I was going to get in line, but the line was out of the wazoo, bro. The line was literally like this. And I'm thinking I don't have enough time to get inside because I'm like, this is Mania. I'm not missing a bit of this. Then I come to realize it's starting another 45 minutes. They just put the ticket earlier. And I was like
doors when you could actually go in and
I said,
I got you. Yeah, that sucks.
But it's okay.
It's online somewhere.
I seen one at the Walmart, I believe. I'll be all right.
Hey, Women's World Championship triple threat match. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Ladies and gentlemen, the match of Mania. My opinion, best match of both days. Ladies, they were beating the mess out of each other. They were whomping on each other, bro. They gave us everything.
Blows. Their chemistry was great in the ring too, because of some of the movesets they were doing. I was like, man, my immediate thought, just because it's LFG we've been doing, I'm like, dang, how much did they practice this? Because geez, they was flawless. They was smooth.
Yeah. It was everything just just flowed. It was I don't want to be corny, but it was like poetry, legit.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful, beautiful match. And I think I said out loud while I was watching, I said, if there's not at least 50 to 100 people waiting at that curtain when they come through, giving them, like, I want everybody over
There was
here
a
now.
fan who
Woo!
videoed Bianca and Rhea right before they went to the back, like hugging each other because it was such a good match.
It was.
I'm gonna get into the match, but I'm gonna jump to the end. EO won that match for you people.
Sure. Yeah.
First off,
This
that
is a
finish.
spoiler episode if you haven't figured it
Yeah,
out yet.
sorry.
If you made it this far, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
EO retained her title.
Yes.
I have the video of that finish. That finish was insane.
So sick. So sick.
EO is still learning though, because after she won, I don't know what it looked like on the TV, but the champion or the winner is supposed to go up to the top of the ramp, walk the ramp, right? All the losers are supposed to go, but they're supposed to go to the side. EO was taking her sweet time. Rhea was halfway up the ramp. Bianca was down here, and they made EO hurry up and get to the part. And Rhea's looking back like, is this girl gonna get up the ramp or what? EO takes off in full sprint up the ramp and had to do the little celebration thing.
Really?
Um,
She
but
was
boy,
probably like, that was her first like big WrestleMania moment,
yeah.
you know?
But I mean, girl, we was waiting
Yeah.
a minute. Get up that
Yeah,
ramp. That
yeah.
ramp's long.
She was just milking it and soaking it up, but
Bianca took that hair whip and smashed Rhea, flipped her, boom. And then there's a dude in the video. You can hear him saying, oh, look at EO, because EO just got knocked on the turnbuckle. She was setting up to that backflip. I was like, man, this is nice.
hard, bro. It was hard. That again, I think you said it best. The chemistry that they had was just so on point. It was so evident that they really have been working hard in this storyline with each other, and they've been locked in. They're having all the fun in the world. You know when someone's having fun and enjoys going to work, and those ladies did their thing, and I'll leave it right there. So A plus, A plus.
Let's also give an A+ to Bianca's fit. And my girls, that was double dutching. And she brought her stepdaughter out there. That was hard.
That was cool, man. It was just a great, like, what? It was so sick. The fit is crazy. Like, she's
Yo, that robe or whatever she had was bro. It was tough.
loaded.
And she
bro.
usually makes and sews a lot of her own gear.
Makes
That's
everything.
why
She made all of it.
That's why I want to interview her, because I want to know about how long that process, like how far in advance are you planning these outfits?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know the whole scoop of when you think about doing the Bring It On fit.
Yeah.
When did you make the Bring It On fit?
Yeah, we're definitely talking about that.
Yeah.
That's iconic. And not everybody even got it. I think a lot of people got it, but it didn't hit
It didn't
all the
hit
communities.
It didn't hit certain demographics.
It didn't hit all the
posted and
communities. Yeah.
explained. What did you say?
I said it didn't hit all the communities.
No, it didn't. Some of them hit those gates and went the other way.
Our favorite wrestlers in the WWE, WrestleMania Night 2 match number 2, Sin City Street Fight, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, our two favorite wrestlers in the WWE.
In all of the WWE.
Yeah, in all the sports entertainment.
I even like Logan Paul better than these jokers.
The moment, the selfie was hilarious.
That's why he wanted to slam me.
Was cracking up. I literally was laughing out loud, and I was like, "Okay, Drew, he's
different.
Bravo, brother, bravo."
He's different.
Yeah, he's different, and it's so cool because you don't expect that to come from his character.
That's why it's so brilliant.
That's why it's so great.
Sassy and smart alecky now.
Yeah,
and add that to it. But I think that's what you got to do to find your role and find your stronghold to the WWE audience and universe, because everybody can be a big, strong brute,
mm-hmm.
you know, got a little twang and accent. But what are you going to do that's going to keep you relevant in this social media game? Oh man.
Like, I love Braun Strowman. I really love Braun Strowman, but like, he's just a big dude that they bring in to get beat most of the time now, which is super sucky because he's a good wrestler. But like you said, finding your own thing. I don't know what you're laughing at right now.
Let me tell you what I'm laughing at, bro. I started thinking about how Drew McIntyre has been going crazy on social media. Then I started thinking about Jade Cargill, Naomi's beef on social media. And I saw something and Jade Cargill was like, actually Naomi said that Jade's abs were fake and stuff. And then Jade goes, like your butt. We know you got those back shots from the doctor, right? And then Naomi goes, the only back shots I've been getting is from Big Jimmy.
Them girls is wild, bro.
I said there is no way you're putting this on.
Big Jimmy.
Jimmy
Big
Uso, for y'all
Jimmy.
that don't know.
Double entendre. Big Jimmy, Big Jimmy. Big Jimmy's Big Jimmy. I was like, whoa, Lord.
I was like,
Y'all
oh
gotta
my
stop
gosh.
that.
But
They're
to your
out of
point,
control.
go ahead.
They're back and forth. No, their back and forth has been iconic. Like Naomi's low key. She's the one on social media too. Like
Yeah.
I said, she always stays locked in who she is. K-Vabe all day. But yeah, that match was cool. I still need Damian Priest to be a voice actor somewhere. His voice is crazy.
He was hurt too, bro. Because at that party, he was limping.
Oh shit.
Super hard. Like he
Probably
was
tweak
like,
some.
oh, he got hurt.
Well, here's the thing. I've been I watch very, very in, like I'm just locked in at WrestleManias because people are so excited that they overcompensate because they're so like they're not overcompensate, but their adrenaline gets the best of them. And what a normal move would be, they're so excited they put too much on it, whatever move it is, and they end up like hurting themselves for real because they were like, "Oh crap, I missed my mark," or something of the sort. So he probably was just locked in and was like, "Man, could you walk out and see 63 plus?"
That's to your point, bro. I want to give a shout out to my guy Levi Edwards. He's the one that provided me a ticket to WrestleMania. Appreciate you, brother. He was sitting next to me and we were talking, and our points were it's 63,000 plus people in here. You're filling up to the brim an NFL stadium. You're walking out is only two options. Your adrenaline is either so high you're super excited, or you are about to crap your pants. And the crap in your pants part was evident in Lyra Valkyria's entrance. If you watch her, she looks so nervous. Bro, so nervous. And we were watching the thing like, yeah, we can tell that she's like kind of freaking out. Now, understandably, like a lot of people in here, but boy, she had the little wings, bro, and you could tell she was nervous as heck.
I think she was excited because no one. I don't think that that's accurate personally. I think it was Becky Lynch is about to come out, and y'all have no idea the bomb that's about to get dropped. That's what I think it was from.
She just looked like she was breathing. You know how you see people kind of like that. She just seemed like she had to calm herself down first,
Bro,
and I was just like,
she came out as a bird. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. My moment, I have bird arms. That's my WrestleMania moment. I'm sure it was. Yeah. And then she's like,
"Is this the next? Is this the next match?"
Huh? No. We have like 3 matches before that.
Okay, let's throw that.
We can go there if you want.
Well, you already kind of ruined the surprise, so let's go there.
Yeah, because the next one was Intercontinental Championship.
Well, let's stay here and then we'll go back.
Go Becky.
Yeah,
Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez.
Becky returned, y'all.
Becky,
we didn't know Becky was gonna be there.
Returns. Seth freaking Rollins, baby mama.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have a baby. It just sounds funny to say baby mama.
And they're married.
Well, I know they're married, but I didn't know they had a kid.
They had a baby first.
They had a baby first? Oh, out of wedlock. Sinners.
Wedlock.
That's the real Sin City street fight. Anyways.
That movie Sinners is crazy.
Oh, you watched it? Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Crazy.
Okay. Michael B. Jordan did his thing?
Oh, bro.
Crazy.
The brother is a twin.
Okay. Leave it right there.
Oh, I mean,
JJ.
you could.
JJ, stop. JJ, stop.
No, stop. You know that from the preview. Yeah, he doing his thing.
That's cool, man. I definitely have to check that out.
Josh Allen, don't know how you're married or engaged to an actress. I couldn't do it. Sorry. Keep going.
See, you dropped a spoiler.
No, there ain't no spoilers in the previews. His fiance is the main character with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, Michael, you ain't. Don't touch my girl, bro. don't
That's
touch
saying,
it.
bro.
You won't be an actor anymore. I'll kill you. Don't touch my girl.
But Becky's in a match.
Becky's in the match. They come. Hey,
Pop was crazy.
Pop was great. Pop was great. Didn't see that coming. It definitely threw me off. That was probably the least likely thing I was like waiting to see.
I didn't see her coming out either.
I was like, oh shoot. Again, you forget about some of these people. Look, I'm gonna tell you this.
Literally,
WWE, I'm gonna go on a hiatus of not watching. If y'all don't bring back Alexa Bliss this year and bring her back for real, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm like, I know the Uncle Howdy stuff's probably brewing somewhere. I'm sure they're going to drop it in somewhere. You can't give everything on Mania because you got to give your moments. But, okay, time's up. Becky's back. Like, okay, it's time to bring our girl back.
Yeah, I think SmackDown is going to be the one. Because based off how Raw went, they got to make up for Mania a little bit.
Yeah.
SmackDown might be the one.
So.
But, yeah, we got to bring Bliss back. I had told Levi, I was like, bro, I haven't seen Becky Lynch wrestle so long. I forgot how she wrestled.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, shoot, the man. Yeah, that's her nickname. Like, it was so, like, damn, like, where you been at? So she probably doing the kid thing, though. You never know.
Yeah.
Or they just,
I told you that was Seth said.
Yeah.
When I met him at the Super Bowl.
Oh, she was being a mom? Oh, cool,
yeah,
cool.
she just
Respect.
She'll come back eventually, but, like, you can be a mom on the, while you can. It's not like the women's division's dropping off. You're just adding a great component to it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Made sense to me. Now, our girls, Rodriguez, Morgan, they went down.
They did.
And at that moment, I said, man, Lyra's about to lose that Intercontinental Championship. Yeah.
But then what happened?
Well, she's still going to lose it.
Yeah.
But spoiler to Raw.
Yeah. I was like, this.
Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria redefended their titles against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and they lost. And then Miss Becky Lynch started slapping Lyra upside the head.
Yeah.
So
you know what she called her? Bird brain.
Okay. I told Xavier this when I pulled up to the Fountain Blue where all the wrestlers were at, and I was going to that party. I saw Lyra. Like, we walked past each other and had the moment. She had on, like, the sweats and a jacket and a hoodie, right?
Bird arms on still.
No.
She flew in. She flew in.
Yeah. Look, I said, look who the wind blew in. She would have been dying. But we had the moment where we looked at each other and was like, I know who you are, but I'm not gonna say who you are because there's a lot of, like, you ever had that moment? You ever seen Nemo when they figured out that they had the fish there, all them birds are swooping in? That's how them folks was doing the wrestlers. So
really?
I knew if I had said something, they was gonna swoop in. But she was cool.
Yeah.
She should have gave me a heads up about Monday though.
Yeah, she should have told me about Monday though. That was rude. That's rude, Lyra.
Randy gave a fan a hint about Monday. Did you see that video? They were in the Fountain Blue hotel, kind of ducked off. It was just her mom, Randy, and Randy's wife. And they were talking about the ticket prices. And the girl's mom was like, they bought $5,000 tickets. And he was like, dang, that's insane. Like, he was looking saying it's gonna be worth it's not worth that much money, but don't worry, like, it'll be worth it, like, coming up. She's like, we're going to Raw tomorrow. He's like, where y'all sitting? Like, middle bowl. He's like, I might see y'all there. And then we know what happened.
Yeah. And that's
Randy.
You did see an iconic moment in again, it's in both of their stories. That will forever be in the 30 for 30. Well, I know there's more than 30 for 30 documentaries, but that's what I say. It's going to be in your 30 for 30.
I'm biased. I don't care if I'm biased, but I think that's the greatest rivalry ever. Them two right there, without them two, they aren't where they're at. Period. Like, that is.
We need to have that episode too. Greatest rivalries, because there's been some good stuff, and they're up there. Obviously, I'm not arguing that, but they're tops. They're tops. So
I'm just talking about, like, from all the way at the beginning of your career because like they came in together.
Oh no,
All the way at the back end, and we're getting the moment as far as the championship goes.
oh no, it's
That's
it's Auburn, Alabama. It's forever. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Did you see how he snuck up on the ring? You see that video?
Sick. I was watching it. What? She said, "Shit."
No, not that.
Oh, wait.
Video of when he snuck up under the ring, not when he came out from.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
So there was a fan that took a video of like, you know how the crew adjusts the mats in between the matches? Randy's out there with the crew, but he just got the hoodie and everything on. He goes up to the steel steps, acts like he's checking the turnbuckle and the steel steps. They all flip up the thing. He rolls under, they flip it back down. I was like, this is crazy.
No way. I'm trying to watch that right now.
I gotta find it. I'll send it to you, but it was pretty iconic.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to watch that right now at this very moment. So,
he's checking it right there where my thumb is. I had to send to you for real. So
no, I'm looking.
But he just snuck up under right there. Hold on.
No one knows that's Randy Orton.
Nope.
They're not paying not a lick of a tit. They
There's
did that.
1,000 people in there. They slick.
Thousands of people in there. It's crazy.
It just makes me. Is that how Taker did it all his years?
You can't hide as Taker.
Huh?
I don't like this behind. There's too much behind.
I want to just believe that he just popped up.
Yeah.
He just popped up in the middle.
I want to believe the dark magic.
He had Lyra Valkyria wings and flew into the ring in the dark.
Touch your face.
Let's get to the Intercontinental Championship match.
Dominic Mysterio, a.k.a. Dirty Dom, Braun Breaker. Finn Balor. I always say his name wrong, and you correct me.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. Well, no. Braun Breaker, duh.
Yeah. Well, you didn't say that. I'll just make sure you know that.
I'm going to say Finn B from now on.
Finn Balor. You said it right. You started to say it right.
The very first time I said Baylor, you're like, no, it's Balor, bro.
I let you say about 5 times until I correct
you. Yeah. And then Mr. Penta. And I love Penta. He going to have his moment. Too many people love him.
That walk.
Bro, he's stupid, bro.
Hey, that walk fire.
Yeah, he's killing, bro. So he'll get his moment though. Whew. That was a match too. That was a great ending. And the pop, like a pop.
That was different, bro.
No joke, a pop.
I think that was the best one of the night. That was the best pop of the night. Now, Cena's went the longest, but Dom's, like, I'm talking about being in the building. That was the biggest pop.
No.
Him back into
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Joe got a pop.
Yeah, but man, Dom's was.
I mean, you were there. I can only see what I heard and seen from the TV. Dom's was crazy. Was crazy, but I felt like, I don't know why I thought Joe's was bigger, but
Joe's was huge now. But folk love Dom, and they was going their feet. And then they sent him back. Did they show it on TV when they sent him back into the ring? I think they did. Bro, he got back up on the thing. He was already out of the ring, and the camera.
Because he was Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
Yeah. They showed it.
He sprinted back in there and got up, and he was like facing our direction on the turnbuckle, bro.
Hard.
And it may have I feel like it was still loud, but it may have been the lights that was going on, because bro, they was doing all types of bright lights when he won.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But they definitely gave him that.
Joe's was hyped too. Let me not discredit that. That dude's an idiot. That was.
Bro, I died. Oh, I was dying. I go, this dude. I said, only a person of absolute professionalism, that being Mr. Randy Orton, would embrace this match, because he's such a goofball himself.
Yeah.
That it was just like a match made in heaven. Like you
Is that
gotta
the next
give,
match?
huh? That match honestly isn't even on my list. Obviously, I know it happened, but it's not on here.
I guess it wouldn't take. Well, it was a match, but like it was Randy
The
Orton.
next match I was gonna say after the ladies was Logan Paul AJ Styles. I'm just like, I don't really remember it.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, we want to talk about the Joe Hendry Randy Orton thing to give people, I guess, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, break it down. Break it down since we were already
Randy
already
Orton
there.
was supposed to face Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got real deal hurt, has had the neck surgery. Well, wishes, prayers to him. And so it was like, who was going to be Randy's opponent? The whole arena or the whole section I was in kept screaming Rusev. They thought Rusev was going to come back. Ended up being Joe Hendry, right?
Yeah.
Joe Hendry comes down, good little match or whatever for a second, and then he does the little turnaround thing, and all of a sudden, Randy Orton comes there, RKO's him. Then Randy Orton does his thing. He actually RKO'd him twice. RKO'd him twice after he looked around the crowd.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was set up perfectly. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The Logan Paul AJ Styles match. The only thing I saw from that was the entrances. I got up and went and charged my phone.
Oh no.
I was sick that Logan won when I came back though, but yeah, I didn't watch that match. So Xavier, you gotta let them know how it went because I didn't see a lick of it.
Bro, I'll be honest. Out of all the matches, I first of all, I love AJ Styles. I just don't remember the match. I wish I watched it. I know I did, and Logan Paul won, and I only remember that because I just read it. That never happens. That was such an underwhelming match for me. Like there was no, I don't know. It didn't do it.
At what point are we gonna start taking Logan Paul seriously as a wrestler? Because he is very good.
He's very good.
Like
he's very.
I don't like his
punchable
personality, but he's
yeah.
very good.
He's man. Again, you could put him. Hey, him and Ricochet will always be that. That match was crazy because there was that we'd never seen the two ropes. Stop. I actually have that autographed by Logan Paul. I told you that. Him and what? Trick Williams, Montez. Like, I just want to see a match with just the stupidest stuff.
Athleticism.
Like, just so much athleticism. Like, again, that used to be Kofi, Shelton Benjamin. Don't ever sleep on Shelton Benjamin back in the day. What? Blonde-haired Shelton Benjamin was a problem. Okay? A problem.
You know what I would have liked to have seen? I would just like from the personalities themselves. I would have liked to have seen like a 2006, 2007 Edge versus a Logan Paul, just because of the characters.
Like, I pay to see that now. Edge is still coming out. Can't get his jacket off, but he'll give you the business. Okay.
But long hair Edge, bro, back in the day, he just would have.
You think you know me? Bro.
Yeah, man, he's watering down his career over there at AEW, bro.
Yeah. Nobody wants to wrestle. I actually don't, because he's just like we're not gonna feed you anymore over here like that.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm saying we have new things happening.
It'd be like that though. Sometimes it goes, but it comes back. Like shoot, Orton for a long time went away, and now it's wrong. Shoot, Orton was tag team partners with Riddle. Now he in the championship match coming up.
Yeah, and then
they respect the legends at the end of the day. Like they gonna the only thing Edge, he just missed it was unfortunate, like we talked about. It was just
that
when he
COVID
was in the bubble.
thing was a
that
terrible
COVID thing.
That sucked because the bringing him back the way they did and the build up for that whole Mania was supposed to be at that Mania. We had tickets, and that whole Mania was
what they do that year.
Tampa. When
they didn't cancel it,
huh?
They didn't cancel it, did they?
No, it was just on. Like it was just filmed. There was no fans.
There was no fans at the Mania.
No. They were on the ship. Remember the whole ship theme?
I thought it was just for the people who didn't care about COVID. They could go.
No, they didn't. They correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but That's what
I
I
knew
remember.
it was no fans at the PC and all that, and then they started putting the little digital LED screens for you to tune in. But I thought Mania had people just real scattered, like, cause it was outside at Tampa Bay, right?
Man, you don't have to go back because
I'm
now
gonna have to go back.
maybe I'm blending two
This is
things here.
2020 Mania.
But regardless, we were getting a little off track for this episode. But
Okay, let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, we about to start talking about a whole nother WrestleMania. Because I want to get to your boy.
Oh, you're right. They did it in the PC.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch all of this.
Main event, undisputed WWE Championship, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
Can I give the breakdown on this one?
Yeah, please. I'm gonna have you. We're gonna send it on over to our man on the street, Justin Big Buck Stuck.
Well, hello, Xavier. It's your boy, Big Buck. All right, y'all. Let me give y'all the scoop. So, everybody named Mama was ready to see this one. Is Cena gonna do it? Is he gonna break the record? Is he gonna get 17? Or is Cody Rhodes gonna continue to reign supreme inside the WWE? What's gonna happen? My main man Cena comes out with a new entrance style. First off, when the music hit, the crowd was going. Even before that, actually, pause. Before we get into this, let me just throw some in there. Stone Cold came out.
Oh yeah,
and gave the attendance. I don't want to skip past that. Stone Cold came out to give the attendance. First off, I don't know if he was already drunk because he missed the initial ramp to go up to the top and went to the bottom. Started to reverse, got stuck at the bottom. They had to move him back.
On the wall, yeah.
Then he came up, right? Middle fingers everywhere, hype as a mug, zooms down. Then he starts going around and around and around. And finally, he's met with the barricade. And he hits the barricade, and this lady started acting like LeBron James and flopped and fell. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was wild.
And fell down on the ground, thinking she was gonna get some bread. Don't want to get away from the Cena thing, but it was cool to see Stone Cold Steve Austin in there.
Yeah.
See the little beer thing in person. Love you, Stone Cold. Get out of my way. Cena time.
Jumping back into John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Take it away, Stuck. We know this is, this is what you've been waiting for. You said everyone and their mother have been waiting for. I mean, you have all the things. You have all the things.
Guys, you guys know I'm a huge John Cena fan. And I'm not a big proponent of I told you so. But for weeks, Xavier. I told y'all so. My dog did 17 championships. History. This man right here. John Cena. So let me paint the picture, y'all.
Hey, look. The Patriots. Deflategate season. This is what this feels like. But I'm just gonna, I'll leave it at that.
I've never met somebody that just disrespects somebody so much. Xavier didn't even post about him winning. That's how you know he's a hater.
No, I definitely did not. No, because
I've never met, bro.
Look, I'm gonna let you have your moment.
Somebody who hated on somebody so much that they don't give no credit.
Who gave you that pop?
Zero credit.
Who gave you the pop?
You wanted to get rid of it because you hate him so much.
I already have one, so that was an extra.
Guys,
but you were such a fan, so I gave that to you.
Let me get back to. I don't want to talk to this hater. I'm talking to you, the people of Mic Check Mania, the family. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe.
Cody Rhodes.
No.
Cody Rhodes.
I'm gonna get to Cody. I'm gonna give him his props too, because I'm not a hater. Okay. Everybody named Mama was looking forward to this, right? Mm-hmm. Even before they're coming out, you got the people screaming, "Let's go, Cena! Cena sucks. He can't wrestle. Yes, he can." Just like going in, right? Yeah. Man, John Cena's music hits. Everybody's going crazy. But immediately I could tell something was different because the lights ain't lit up. John Cena debuts this new entrance style where it's just black and white, light on him, just John Cena everywhere. And I'm like, yo, this is tough, right? Comes to the ring, does his thing. Then my boy Cody Rhodes entrance hits. Man, you got the dirt bikes coming up, hitting wheelies. It's lit. I'm like, okay. Don't know what he had the little mask thing on it. Popped up like he was doggone Iron Man.
Iron Man was hard.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Hard.
Cody. Comes to the ring, um, talks to his fine wife, kid, mama, and all that. Then he gets to the top. I was like, okay, this is hype. This is hype. Then it's time for the match, I think, and some people around me, I think that was a match to like for John Cena was literally doing every single move from like a base move to like some of his best moves to show he could wrestle or something because he was doing everything. I was like, okay. And then we're getting good. We're getting good. Then heel Cena starts to have to play a little dirty, right? Turnbuckle gets exposed, trying to grab belts and all this stuff. And then the song Fiend hits, right? And Xavier's favorite guy, Travis Scott, starts to make his way to the ring. And at this moment, I'm like, oh, okay, Travis. I'm like, oh, bet. Travis is just going to walk out a little bit and stop. And then The Rock is going to come out, right? That's my thought process because that's what happened at Chamber.
But guess what? He kept walking and he kept walking and he kept walking and he was getting closer to the ring. And I was like, no Rock.
Where
just Travis.
Where is Dwayne?
Where's Dwayne Rock Johnson? What is going on? WWE, please make sense. This is day 2, the biggest night of WrestleMania 41. You've turned John Cena heel, and who do you bring into the mix of such an iconic moment in WWE history? Travis Scott.
This is me. I'm like, where's Rock? I stopped videoing because said,
did the producer bump a button and play the theme song again?
Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't worry, he's coming. He's coming. What, Dwayne? I'm like, don't worry, he's coming. Everybody around me is thinking the same thing. Where is Rock? Was the chant. This man Travis proceeds to put down his title, which is hard, by the way. The more I looked into it, I said, oh, this is kind of fire. Especially that Raw is War on the back.
Who did you fight for that belt, Travis? Why do you have a belt, Travis? It doesn't make sense, Travis.
They gave him that belt.
For what, Travis?
I don't know. But at least he went smoking the blunt this
we
time.
want you to feel good, and you have no chest. Cover it up.
Listen. Did you see Cody with the banter? He said, I remember what you did to me. This man, I thought he was going to tear his ACL when he hopped over the ropes. I said, please don't hurt yourself.
He got over clean. I'll say that.
Clean.
I was like, but then I was like, black people are athletes. So I was like, come on. You know what I mean?
That was a fresh move. I'm not going to lie. But that was smooth. Gets into the ring. And at this point, I'm like, what is going on? I still have hope. Hope still alive that The Rock is going to come out, right? Then he gets hit with Cody's finishing move. And I'm like,
Cody
okay.
Cutter.
Yeah. Is it the Cody Cutter?
Yeah. Right?
I thought the one off the top, off the rope is a Cody Cutter. This is Crossroads. It's
Crossroads. My bad.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry, WWE. Sorry, Mic Check Mania fans.
Yeah. Crossroads. And I'm like, okay, enough of Travis. Where's The Rock? Like Cody already took out one of Cena's first
goons. Yeah.
Where's The Rock? No Rock. Then Cena and Cody want to play tug of war with the belt. Unrealistic. I don't like unrealistic stuff. That's not gonna happen. Then Cena's doing the
yeah, that was a sit.
The nut kick was funny though.
Cause
that jump was funny. He started to master that jump because he be doing it like full blast.
I don't know, man.
And
It was a very
then he
anticlimactic.
hits him with the title. And at this point, I'm like, okay, he's kicking out. Because it took Cena a long time to get the ref back into the ring. The ref was moving slow all day in every match. I'm like, what is he doing? Then I realized that he went 1, 2, 3. And every fan that was videoing had the same reaction.
That was a quick 1, 2, 3 too.
No, he held it. He held the 2 going into the 3. And that's why everybody's always going to kick out. He was like 1, 2 and held like that to go down for the 3 count. And I'm thinking, oh, he's going to kick out. And he didn't kick out. And it took me a minute to register. Oh, shoot, Cena won. And I feel like there was like a hesitation in the arena because everybody was like,
that's when you knew it wasn't right. That's when you knew it wasn't right. Y'all wasn't even excited for that moment. It was so like,
it would have made sense though for when he hit the attitude adjustment, the way he hit it and thought that was going to be it. And that's what I thought the finisher was going to be. Not that. But I can't argue with the result. I can't argue with the result.
Sure. And you guys got what you wanted, which is great. Your guy won. And
we got what we wanted.
Sure.
We don't do that. We saw history.
We saw
Did we see
a match? We saw a match.
Did you see Ric Flair win his 16th? I don't know.
I don't remember. Probably not. I mean, probably.
John Cena win his 17th. That's what I'm saying. We just saw history.
No sure. I mean, yes, if they're going to get, like, again, it was just like, here, take this before you leave. Like, again, you didn't really work for it. That's the problem. Like,
you didn't work for 20 plus years. No, you can't discredit
if you're saying like, hey, yeah, you earned this to the longevity of your career, you get this on the way out, cool. But it was like, here, we're just going to give it to you one more time. So I would rather break the record after a nice work. But that's just me. I'm just whatever, you know. That's just how I view it. But
he's a certified hater, y'all.
No. I just expected more.
I didn't really like. You just said you did too. I wasn't a fan of the match.
Even Rock was just like, wouldn't have been my move, but you know, he was saying on his little thing.
But he's the problem. If we're gonna be honest, he's a part of the problem. They've got their little own beef. I think his ego is big, and they just are not working together creatively. And he's just like, oh, I'm out. And that ruins a lot of what's happened. Because you go back to when he was on NXT, he started running the mouth talking about the I want Cody Soul thing. And then they went back and did the whole Cody Soul thing on that Friday. So it was just like, you build up this whole thing. The Rock interjected himself into something. You build up this whole thing, which isn't bad. Then you get the epic heel turn with Cena. But you're supposed to, if you're going to pull out, you got to do it after Mania. Because that's the moment you're supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? As a Cena fan, I was not a fan of the match.
Something just was really off about start to look. The credit I will give, that was a hard entrance. That was dope. All blacked out with just the Cena white letters. That was hard, for sure. The lighting, that picture you took was, again, I thought that was dope.
That picture I got is the best picture I've ever taken on my phone.
You might as well just post that single picture on our page if you didn't do it already. Like,
I'm waiting on you to repost about Cena winning before I do that.
Oh yeah, I'll get right on that. We'll never see that.
Mug a hater, y'all.
So hard, like that's hard, bro. I can't even talk no junk like that. That's a hard photo. And like I said, the entrance was cool, but again, we know we got robbed from that moment. We know what it was probably supposed to be, what it could have been. And it was none of that, because I do not want to see Travis Scott anywhere in the WWE. From the moment he came in, I was like, why are you here smoking a blunt on Raw? Like, that's
Travis Scott is weird.
He's weird.
Bro, that right there is probably your funniest moment on this entire show. That segment about Travis Scott was hilarious. Travis Scott is weird.
Put that right in there so people know what we're talking about. Run that back. Like, because I have no, like, I don't have words. But again, that's supposed to be the match of Mania. That's supposed to be the moment of Mania, and it wasn't. That's how we'll remember him getting his 17th.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though. Obviously, it didn't make sense for it to be Cena versus Randy in this setting. But as soon as he said he's retiring, I was looking forward to the championship match being them two, not him and Cody. So obviously, like I said, as a Cena fan, wasn't thrilled with the match itself. Very thrilled with the result. And I was thrilled to see him, as hard as it is, I feel like for him, out of any acting job he's ever had, I feel like him playing heel is probably his hardest acting job, right? And he goes and has like his moment. And if you've seen the videos, him walking up the ramp, he's trying to keep a straight face, but he's smiling because I'm talking about from the people who were cheering Cody or cheering Cena. At that moment, the entire stadium was cheering John Cena's name. And you can't help but you embrace that moment.
And he broke a couple times. I spotted that. At least they showed him close up on camera. He was just like, he looked at somebody. He was like he gave one of those. He was still trying, but he was like, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because again, he played the ultimate babyface for too long. Again, him and Hulk Hogan have been. That's why those turns are again will forever be remembered. So, but Naomi's my favorite of all time so far. So, anyways,
what a mania!
What a mania! Yeah. There's some. It was a good mania. Huh? Oh God, why am I seeing that for the first time? That's funny.
Big buck stuck. No,
got stuck with some big bucks
because I called Xavier and asked him, did he want the jersey?
No, I didn't feel right. Not if I was gonna. No. If I was gonna be there, I would have gotten one. But I didn't earn that. I didn't get to. I can't commemorate something I wasn't there for. You know, so I deserve a $10 box of Yeets.
Yeet flakes. Frosted Yeets.
Yeah, frosted Yeets. That's what I deserve. So,
bro,
next year though. Next year.
I was in NOLA. I was in the airport and the dude was like, "Hey man, can I see what's in this box?" I said, "We're not opening these." He was just so interested. Like it wasn't a problem at all. He was just so interested in them.
He asked to see inside your Yeet box.
Yes, I'm like, and the girl was like, "Man, they're like Frosted Flakes." They're like, this is like a movie, like a show. Like they're going back and forth about this box. I'm like, guys, I'm trying to get to the flight. Like, can I get the box?
This is the most captivating thing you've said this whole podcast. I'm like, I want to know this story.
He was so intrigued with what was happening. I was just like, I was like, it was lit though. I mean, I have more intriguing story, but we were just talking about Mania. I could go about the Mania experience. We met P Nasty, met Big E's girlfriend. I met the Miz at Gronkowski's after party. He was right behind me. I was like, whoa. Rob Gronkowski signed this Wrestlemania football for me.
That's hard.
So shout out Gronk. We're trying to get him on Stuck in My Thoughts. Let's see what else happened. I went downstairs after the party that I was VIP in and saw all the wrestlers of color. Bianca, Jade, Montez, Jimmy, Jacob Fatu. There might have been there. I think I wrote down.
I mean, they all family. So
they all family. We
all family. We all cousins.
We all family. Let's see. What else did I tell you? The experience was great, y'all. Like it was a blessing. For me, like y'all know I'm a huge Cena fan. And so I thought it was really cool because I have a great memory, but I cannot ever remember seeing John Cena in person. And I went to a lot of events when they'd come to Birmingham. And for my first ever Mania to be seeing Cena for the first time and him making history with the 17th, I was good. I really didn't care what else happened. I don't care if what the match was like, as long as he got that dub and I didn't have to crash out. So.
And he would have, y'all. He would have.
I would have.
So.
And I spent too much money in that Superstore too. For him not to get there, I would have crashed.
Put a montage of the things you collected and got along the way, and put the price tag next to it.
And I did.
Y'all
gotta check that out.
What Stuck spent?
Yeah.
So,
shucks.
But guys, we don't want to sit here and talk your ear off all night. But I would say leading up, we had a fun, productive WrestleMania 41. I was on the couch. Stuck was in the building.
What do you rate it?
You said what?
What do you rate it?
What do I rate it?
Final rating, both nights combined. What do we rate this WrestleMania?
Because of the ending, I give it a B plus. So there was too many you could heat, man. They got to tighten up. That production got to tighten up. I'll say that. Being on the side of production and stuff, like I know a live event from Stone Cold missing his mark, taking forever, and I knew something was wrong. I go, why is he not out yet? And so to then see that after the fact, and he came around hot, hit the wall, classic Stone Cold. The missing the ramp bothers me the most.
That was a huge ramp. And why
How
y'all
do you
let him
miss
go
that?
that far?
So missing the ramp did it, not hitting the wall, and that lady fake falling, lay falling. But I don't know. You and again, if I say this, I'm hater. I'm being a hater again. But if you take out that last match, it's an A
You
for
can't
sure.
take out the match though, because
I
it's
know
history.
you can't take it out, so I'm like, but I would like to, because again, why
You're
is
talking
Travis
about the
Scott?
match
Why is
itself.
Travis Scott? Why is
Yeah.
Travis Scott in the? Why is Travis Scott in the WWE?
Why is he
Answer to that.
always in the biggest historic moments of WWE?
Stop.
It's Cena
Stop
approved
it.
though. It has
Huh?
to be.
Hmm?
Did you see Cena get on to him again, talking about holding up the champion?
Yeah, he's just out here doing his own thing, bro.
I'm gonna give it. It has to be an A for me because
Sure.
of the things I just said.
Mhm.
I do think there were some things like I wasn't a biggest fan of the match, like I'm saying. But I think anytime you have like a historic moment like that, it's got to be an A. And like we talked about, the women in that triple threat were balling. Like there are a lot of people
That
who were
was A plus.
carrying too. So they got to be an A for me.
Yeah. Dom winning also huge. Ray's my guy, so by default, Dom's got to get that love.
Mm.
So
And I seen Stone
again,
Cold. Like I can't complain.
yeah.
Like
You saw seeing Rock would have been crazy for you, like adding that on to everything. But
I seen him in Birmingham,
sure.
but that Joker not showing up really did not
Yeah,
help. But they made up for it on Raw.
yeah. Raw was lit. Raw was lit.
One of the best in a minute.
Yeah, because we've don't get me started.
We
Don't
started out hot and we finished
get
hot.
me started. Yeah, we did. So I'm excited to see SmackDown tomorrow
Mhm.
too. So we'll see what that's coming. Guys, tune in. Like Stuck always says, like, subscribe, put us in your algorithm, share, tell your friends about us, and we appreciate you guys' support. We're happy to be here talking about all the things WWE. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for checking in with us. We out.
Peace.